You know what, guys? You're jealous. I'm lining my pockets using the girls. We are all lining our pockets. People think I'm full of it, but it's just because YouTubers can't bring it to the next level like me, because I'm from television.
When it comes to the YouTube space, you come to YouTube with open arms and respect for the platform.
Over the weekend, some harsh criticism.
And Hansen didn't show that respect.
I think along the way, there was resentment because I came in as a non-YouTuber.
Yeah, Chris Hansen, pretty sure that ain't it. Well, remember how I said in my last video they didn't do too bad with exposing the girls that didn't want to be in the documentary too much? That they didn't go into depth that badly? Yeah, excuse all that. This third part was utter trash. It goes from Sarah literally having the label of Regina's friend and giving titles to videos so people can just type it up on YouTube and go, oh, so that's Regina's friend Sarah. Then what happens next? Oh, you betcha. They use all the clips from interviews that Hansen had with the girls, just blurring out their face and having their stories be told anyway, because you know what? Yeah, they didn't give consent, but what's the loophole around that? Oh, they told the story to Hansen on his channel, so therefore he has the rights to their trauma. Yeah, so it don't matter. They didn't want to be on it. Oh, okay, fine, says Discovery Plus. And Hansen, let's just use their story anyway, directly from Hansen's YouTube channel. That they love to publicize so he could get more subscribers during the documentary series. Good call out there for his YouTube channel. Then what's even better is Shiloh runs in to claim that she herself was the one to save the day and swoop in to make these girls talk. Are you kidding me? Now, up ahead, there is a very unpopular opinion I have on Shiloh, but I just have to say it. But let me just first say, before I put it out there what I feel, I do believe Shiloh was manipulated by Onision. I do believe Shiloh went through torment with Onision. I do not believe Shiloh fabricated a bunch of stuff from her relationship with Onision. However, I do feel Shiloh in herself is manipulative. Yes, in a previous video I supported Shiloh. I applauded her for being strong and coming to the light again to help these girls. But there are a lot more red flags here. I wanted to believe some of the seeds of doubt I had about Shiloh was just because she was a young girl back then who was going through her first love. The first love is the strongest love you'll ever feel, because it's your first time experiencing the emotion, and we all know well that emotion makes us do crazy things. She has grown and away from Greg for years now, so I wanted to see her in a new light, as a woman who was coming to the aid of these girls that were just like her in this situation with Onision. But I was wrong. I personally feel this is my own complete opinion. I feel this was a ploy for Shiloh to come back to not only kickstart her career, because she just recently came back to music ironically, but to also get her vengeance on Onision. She wanted this for a long time coming. Now, I know Onision is putting videos out there saying, oh yeah, this is all ploy because Shiloh wants vengeance on me and she is bitter and all that. And to a point, I do agree with him, but he deserves it. I'm just saying, he deserves what's coming for him. But I do agree with him on certain points of that. She wanted this for a long time coming. She claims that she wanted to help these girls and were on their side, yet she did the complete opposite. She was telling off people on her Twitter, even going as far as to message them to off themselves. She then started getting exposed, and then she decided to flee Twitter, saying all of that nonsense wasn't true, that she wasn't doing the documentary, and she just wanted justice for these girls. Nah, That's not what she wants. She wants to watch Onision suffer. I personally feel the sadness from the other girls fuels her. I think she enjoyed hearing their stories. I think she enjoyed being a beacon to them because she was the original girl that kickstarted the chain of events of girls going in and out of Onision's house. Don't forget, most of these girls were fans of Onision's before these allegations came out about him by the girls. So if you're going to see Onision in a holier-than-thou light because you idolized him, once his idolization status is gone, who are you going to look up to next? The girl that was also making videos with him, that you might have been a fan of as well, the girl who went through the same thing as you did, Shiloh. They felt comfort in Shiloh. They felt they could trust Shiloh. Then she went ahead and did this. She's getting light to her name. She is also getting sympathy from viewers who will rush to support Shiloh's new music endeavors. Because of course she shouts out that she is back to music again and highlights the fact that it took her this long to come back because she was still healing from what Onision did to her. Yes, she could most very well have been. I'm not trying to diminish the torment she went through with Onision or what happened to her with Greg, because all of that is very real. I'm not going to prance around saying she didn't go through that abuse, but this girl knows how to manipulate a situation as well as to get people on her side. She knows what she's doing too. She's using her experience to get herself success, as well as being seen as the shining messiah that started this whole anti-O movement when it in fact was Sarah herself who got the ball rolling in the first place. Shiloh can act, just like you've seen in past Onision sketches. She's in the entertainment business. She knows how to put on a good show. Just like with the I wanna make a rainbow incident. In a past video I made, I said I could understand how the video was real, seeing as how I suffer with seizures as well. I also tend to be foggy and forget things after having them. But I never lost a chunk of memory like she had, but doctors say it's possible. I'm not a doctor, so what they say go. I also had a seed of doubt, well, more than a seed, that the whole incident wasn't real. But either way, Greg was gross to recording that video in the first place. I honestly feel the whole incident wasn't real. I feel that was a young girl who knew the relationship was going south, who desperately wanted to see that Onision loved her like he said he did because she didn't see it anymore or see it at all. A young girl who was abused and was in a lower than low state of mind. She did and acted out that whole situation to see how Onision was going to act. She wanted proof with her own eyes that he loved her. She wanted to feel it, to see it. Her heart and her mind were already broken at this point. Seeing as how different she was in the documentary and how she is able to spin things in her favor to make herself look good while the internet knows what she did beyond this documentary proves a number of things about her herself as a character, and I ain't buying none of it. Shiloh is out for herself. Other girls, as you may know already, do not trust her, do not talk to her, do not confide in her, just let her be. Then this mofo Chris Hansen comes out blazing with how YouTube had turned against him simply because he was a TV personality that came onto YouTube and he didn't belong there because, you know, people from TV don't use social media and YouTube. Yeah, okay. Then he claims that other commentary channels are most likely just mad at him over what he did because they don't have a connection to TV. To take the Onision case a step further like he does. That we all can't profit off of this case like he has because of the connections we lack because we are YouTubers. And he's a TV personality, I'm not kidding. He says all of this. He's smug and pleased with himself, ain't he? He definitely shows that in his interview. He really likes to highlight how this wouldn't be going anywhere without him. Any respect that I had left for this man is completely gone. Nice to know that you use these girls to try to launch your career back onto the map because your career been dead for years. Then you want to come on here talking about how great you are? Do not support him. Do not support his channel. Do not watch this man. Him and Shiloh are two peas in a pod. It's no wonder they both were so supportive of the other. It's because they were both back for the same thing, to launch their respective dead careers and land them a star on the map. Gotta line those pockets. However, after all this is said and done, this documentary did do one thing good. It was able to give YouTube a big smack in the face to demonetize Onision's channel. He no longer makes any money on all three of his channels. While this is a definite win because the money is what kept Greg on this platform in the first place, it still didn't terminate his channel. He wasn't making much on his channel anymore in the first place, but still, I feel his channel should be terminated regardless. In the email they sent him, it states for children's safety that it is a part of the reason why they made this decision. All well and good, but Children still have access to his channel to watch his past videos, do they not? Even in the most recent video where he's saying goodbye, he has his contact in the description. So they can possibly speak with him, right? So the best option is to completely terminate these channels. While we did get a win with this documentary in this case, justice still needs to be served. But at least we can celebrate even just a small victory for now. But let's not stop fighting for these girls. The whole third part to this documentary was just to reveal what the whole thing was about. Money, to make Onion a little sad, and to kickstart Hansen and Shiloh's careers again, and to also spread what we already know. The internet is a vast place full of different people who are out to do good and bad. Wow, really? Also, this is how I feel about this guy.